What is going on, beautiful people, and welcome back. It's your boy Blue, and this, my friends, is early access to Metro Simulator 2, a Russian metro simulator. Now, I know literally nothing about Russian trains, and I speak zero Russian, so this is going to be interesting. So let's get started. On the left of the main menu, you'll see we have scenarios and free ride. Free ride allows you to go into the map view, which is very interesting. You can kind of see all these different stations. You can only click on, looks like, I think it's what they call line 6, the orange line, but it has all these stations going up and down the line. Once you click on one of those stations, it takes you over here to allow you to choose your track, your start time, and the train. There's only 2 trains in the game currently, the Oka and the Nemerny, and as it says there are no passengers between 100 and 6 a.m. So we're gonna go back. So we're gonna go to scenarios, and that's gonna take us down to the desk to our booklet here, and have our introduction to the Nemerny train, which I think is the first kind of like a tutorial. It's about 20 minutes long. It's an older Russian train, I guess post-Soviet and whatnot. I'm not really interested in that personally. And what I'm looking for is the more modern train, which is the OKA, the Oka train. Hopefully, I don't regret skipping that initial tutorial one. But this was about 65 minutes long, a little longer than I would like, but we'll give it a try. And I think within this amount of time, we should at least get to grips with how to play this metro simulator. Today, we'll learn how to drive another train, which is newer than the one from the previous tutorial. We will look at the basic controls using the reverse switch, moving the train, operating the informer, opening the doors, and so on. After that, your task will be to drive the whatever. This is where we are now, to this place, the northern terminal station of line 6. All right, so that's what we're doing. So hit continue. First of all, we need to turn on the batteries. Now find the battery switch and left click on it, or just press B. Okay, so I think it was trying to give me a hint that it's back here. Oh, nice, there's an arrow. Cool, so battery on. Okay, interesting sound. To start with, you need to set the direction of movement. You can do it with the reverser controller. Left control on your keyboard. It has 3 positions: neutral, forward, and reverse. Select forward. All right, where is... All right, cool, there are arrows. This is definitely helpful, and it does have English subtitles, also very, very helpful. So that's reverse. I can't use my scroll wheel to move it. There we go. Now let's set up the informer. It is used to announce the names of stations to passengers. Ooh. On the route sheet to your left, you can now see the list of stations and schedule. In the meantime, the list of audio tracks has appeared on the informer screen. Now to play the track, play recording, I on the keyboard. I will start learning these key commands. I.
Осторожно, двери закрываются. Следующая станция Ясенево.
That's pretty cool.
Station is Ясенево.
That's pretty.
Безопасности, держитесь за поручни.
Okay, that's pretty cool. The first recording gives passenger information about the current station. The second tells that the doors are closing and announce the next station. Oh, okay, I see. So there's an arrival one and a departure one. Why didn't you just say that? In front of you are railroad switches. Green arrow shows the direction it's set to. Keep in mind, if it's at least one railroad switch is misconfigured and does not allow the train to get to either track or dead end, the traffic light will keep showing a red signal. The same will occur if the dead end is occupied by another train. Indication of railroad switches can be toggled in settings. If you don't see them now, make sure you have display railroad switch controls enabled. Now, personally, I prefer not to see these massive, ugly arrows while I'm driving, but it seems that's the only way to make the switch, so I'm obviously going to leave it on for now. Okay, there we go. Just switch to now going to the right, and now we guess we can click this guy over here like that. Left click the traffic light ahead to open it. Oh wow, you can actually hit the switches, the lights as well. Open traffic light. What does that do? To get the train moving, move the controller forward using the mouse or W. There are 4 acceleration positions: idle, not accelerating, and not braking, and 3 braking positions to slow down. You need to move the controller backwards to one of the braking positions to use mouse S. So basically W and S is to go forward and back. I got you. Or we can click on this thing down here. So I guess they want me to do it. So let's do it. All right, we're in the first position. Oh, we're moving. Ha! We're moving. We're driving. We're driving Russian. We're driving Russians. All right. What now? All right, so are we going to Kesla, whatever? I really like this announcement system. I think it's super cool. I hate the honking it makes every time I click on something, though. All right, here we go. We're coming up to the first station. Drive to the platform and stop the train so that the rack of the first wagon is in the right place. They say that like I know where the right place is. Man, look at all these white people. Can I say that? I don't know. All right, this is this place. I gotta say graphics are not bad. Oh, I love the camera back there. That's really cool. And it does actually show what we see. It's not just something made up. So there's a time, there's the route. Alright, I'm gonna come back and we'll start stopping. We know how to do this. This should be pretty. So I don't know where it is they want me to stop at. Do I just stop on this 8 here? Let's try to stop in right. Oh, look at that. You can see our train. You can see our train. This has got to be the right spot. This feels right. This feels right. Now let's open the doors for the passengers. Firstly, you need to choose the side on which you want the doors to open. It can be done by pressing the select doors button, either left or right, which is the R or the T on the keyboard. Very weird key commands. The platform is on your left, so choose the left side. All right, so left would be the R key. Or click down here. And then to close it is E. All right, can I change camera views? Oh, C. Did it open? And only now can you push either open left doors or open right doors. Open the left doors and watch the passengers enter the train. You have several cameras. You can switch between using C. I just did that. All right. Open left doors, F. There we go. Is there like a walk around camera? Can I go go exploring and looking? Oh my God, look at this view. That's pretty dope. He actually walks in, sits down, and relaxes. That's pretty sweet. Play the informal recording. You should hear the recording about your route and the next station. Keep in mind that you will need to play the recording twice. Once about the current situation, once more about the next one. Okay, so I don't know. I think we're in this place, right? Can I just...
Осторожно, двери закрываются. Следующая станция Калужская. The next station is Kaluzhskaya.
That is so. I really love the announcement system. I have not played a train or metro sim that does that. Now there might be some out there that exist. I just personally have not played any of them. All right, so doors are shut. We're rolling out of here. 60 kilometers seems to be the speed limit. I do kind of like that there's not really a HUD. I do like that. Alright, what are we doing? 30? Yep, we're doing 30. I'm assuming this is all gonna be underground. Alright, let's pick up some speed. Put up another notch. Get up to 60 kilometers. Trying to find out what the screen is on the right side. Are these my stations or what? Oh no! No way! Seriously? You've exceeded the maximum speed limit. The emergency brake has engaged. Disable emergency brake switch in order to continue moving. If the emergency brake has been activated. Blah blah blah. Brake cancellation is Z. Alright. I think I gotta put it back in neutral or something. There we go. But this thing is very sensitive for speed, so you gotta watch it. Oh, look at that on our left side. You can see our station list. So we're coming up to Pelusa, whatever. And then Novi. So I guess we would want to move this down a couple notches. How do I move it down? Oh, slow down, slow down, slow down. Slow down. Remember, it's kind of lagged, so apparently it takes a couple seconds for it to actually display the actual speed you're going, so you don't want to go actually 60 kilometers. So we're doing 50. Still haven't figured out how to switch my screen here. When I click it, it just honks at me. It's really weird. Yeah, I don't know how to change it. Ah, we did it again. Except now we're approaching the station, so it's not that big of a deal. So I wonder if I can cancel it without stopping completely. Nope. Alright, we gotta wait for it to come to a complete stop and then put it back in forward. So you basically hit the Z key to cancel the emergency brake. Next station is close. Prepare to slow down. Try to get the whole train to the station, but don't brake too late. Copy that. Alright, so I think I like this. This little like it tells you what station you're at and what time it's supposed to be there. I really like that. We're coming up on Novi, and we'll play the passenger sounds for that once we get stopped. So here's our arrival. I did finally unmap the horn to the left mouse click. Not sure why that's a thing. Alright, on the brakes, on the brakes. And right there is perfect. Announce the current station using the informer. Alright, see if I can get this to work. I'm just gonna hit I.
Станция Калужская.
Alright, E.
This is Калужская.
And F. And there we go. We'll go to C. Cool. Don't see many people on. And now we announce. Look at that. That's cool. That's really cool. I really like this view. I can't. Okay, I can rotate it. So with my mouse, I can look around, but I don't think I can walk around. No, I can't. Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. All right, so regular arrows allow you to move the camera. Can I do this outside? No, I can't do that on this view. Can't do that on this view. Wait, is this a different cab? I don't remember seeing her. I like her style. Okay, yeah, so I don't know that you can go outside and walk around. So, all right, announce current station using the informer again. So I'll hit I.
Осторожно, двери закрываются.
So I guess it just automatically goes down the list.
Новые черемушки. The next
Because
station is
I'm not able to use
новые
arrows
черемушки.
to move them around. All right, close the doors by using E. Good now. All right, so this time, let's try to make it to the next station without speeding. All right, so speed limit is 80 kilometers. Let's give us more buffer. Here we go. We're on the way out of here. Next stop is, I think it's the Novi one or the Prof something. You can see there's a bunch of stations down there. And also shows our score, the current time, and the time we're expected to arrive, which we're already late. All right, doing 40 kilometers, 80 is the limit. Let's see if we can make it to the next station without an emergency stop. So down underground, underneath Russia somewhere. There's another green signal. We're all good to go. I wonder how much other traffic there is and how often are we going to see them, because obviously we're underground. We're usually going to be in between walls and barriers. I'm not sure how often we are going to see traffic. Now, this is a single player game. It's not multiplayer. Even though I personally feel like any game that comes out, period, even if it's a simulator, it should be a standard that multiplayer of some type is included. But yeah, maybe someday. 71, looking good. Not sure how far. I don't know if there's an indication of the distance. You can see there's another switch. I'm not gonna mess with it because I don't know where we're going. I would only assume that these switches would be set correctly for me. All right, here we go. Let's get on the brakes. And is that the emergency? Yeah, it is. Emergency went off. I don't understand. Maybe because we were approaching the station so fast, it automatically tripped the safety system there. We didn't come to a complete stop, which is good. And I don't know what the alerter command is on the keyboard. I believe there is a command you can do to silence that besides using Z. Maybe Z is the way to go. Here coming up at 3:18 p.m. And let's see if we can get a stop. I love this mirror right here. It's so cool. Let's get a stop right in the mirror. And that's good enough. That works for me. And we'll announce the station.
Станция Новые Черемушки. This is Новые Черемушки.
And E and then F. There we go. Doors are open. Let's go watch it. I love this view. It's so cool. Watch this guy come over here, sit down with his phone in his hand. Old lady there. Might want to close your legs. Alright, let's do it again.
Осторожно, двери закрываются. Следующая станция Профсоюзная. The next station is Профсоюзная.
I love his Christmas sweater. I also love that the announcements are not only in Russian, they're also translated in English, which is pretty cool. E to close the doors, and we'll keep following the route all the way to Medvedkovo. So I think we're on our own now. Now they've just kind of shown us what we need to do. So, yes, wow, that's the very bottom of the list. So we have 1, 2, 3, I can't even count that much. Quite a while. Like, as we saw, this is supposed to be an hour long, or at least an hour long session. So it's pretty straightforward, though. I have to say, it's pretty straightforward. So speed limit 80 kilometers still. So we'll stick with that. As we're gaining speed now, drop down to 70 kilometers. We'll come down on our speed a little bit. I don't really understand what these are. So that's right now we're on. That's idle right there. So we'll leave it on idle. But it's pretty straightforward. Up and somehow it thinks I went over the speed limit. We're doing 60. Is there some kind of conversion I'm missing on? So light braking into the station. So far, I'm kind of liking the station designs. Each station kind of has its own uniqueness to it. It's not all just one, you know, same old cookie cutter underground station. They all kind of have different designs and things like that. So I would love to be able to get out the train and explore them a little bit, but I don't actually know how. So a little bit on the too heavy on the brakes there. And we'll see if we can get a stop here at the end of the line next to the guy with the hat. Looks very suspicious. Alright, I think this time it's not going to tell us to do so. I know I hit E key and then F. There we go. Alright, that's easy enough. On to the next one. And here we come. We have a yellow over a green light. See how well these brakes do as we approach about 40 kilometers an hour. Another unique station. Very unique, actually. Has an overpass here, which is pretty cool. And give it all the brakes. Give me all the brakes. There we go. Right there. Looking good, man. I'm getting good at this. I'm getting good at this. Alright, announcement. E.
This is
F. Sweet. Man, I love the announcements. They're just so cool, man. It adds so much, like, adds so much to it. It really does. Like, you don't feel like you're just, I mean, we are doing what we normally do, which is basically stopping and starting at different stations, but, alright, so we'll do it again. And doors are shut.
Следующая станция Ленинский проспект. The next station is Ленинский проспект.
It also
сообщайте машинисту.
It also kind of helps you learn to pronounce these cities and areas and towns and station names. All right, let's give it the juice.
Китай-город. Переход на Таганско-Краснопресненскую линию.
This is Kitai-Gorod. Change here for line 7.
О подозрительных предметах сообщайте машинисту.
Okay, so this is actually category. So I had it wrong earlier. If you miss a station with the announcement, it does not automatically catch up for you. You have to go and find where you are. So right now that red arrow is showing not where we are, but where we're going next. So we'll go ahead and make the announcement again.
Осторожно, двери закрываются. Следующая станция Тургеневская.
The next station is Turgenevskaya.
There we go. Alright, so next station is Turgenev. Yeah, and so that's where we're going. So we have a set. So right now I have the arrival for that set, and make sure those doors are shut, and we can start going forward. Beautiful. Yeah, I was a bit confusing earlier on where I was and if I was doing the right announcements. So I don't know if it makes a difference in your points if you make the right announcement or if you just make a announcement. I haven't seen a difference yet, but it just makes it better if you're, announcing where you are currently at and where you're going for the passengers. So doing pretty good. I'm getting the hang of this. We're about halfway through our timetable, and again, using the W and S key for more throttle and less throttle is actually very, very simple. You can also see on the bottom right of your screen, those numbers counting down to the next speed limit. So I also learned that, but it's pretty simple. I mean, it's Metro Simulator. As we're doing exactly what it says. We're basically on a subway line and picking up and stopping. There's no outside from what I can tell. It's all underground, all in tunnels. The tunnels do look very nice. I like the different designs of the stations, and I like the different designs of the actual tunnels. There's like circular tunnels, there's square tunnels, all different types of shapes for tunnels. It looks very nice. Here we come for our next stop, and whenever you hear that honking noise, our red arrow on the station paper or timeline is actually jumping down to the next one because our next station, I believe. So you can see on the right, if you're not sure where you are, just look on the wall. It should say it. Now, if you can understand it or not, that's another thing. So here we come. We're gonna make a stop here at the end of the station, right here, right at the mirror, and hit the I key.
Станция Тургеневская. Переход на станции Чистые пруды и Сретенский бульвар.
This is Turgenevskaya. Change here for lines 1 and 10.
That's pretty cool. I love having this like mirror camera. I don't even have to go to the outside view. I can just look at that. So
Осторожно, двери закрываются. Следующая станция Сухаревская.
The next station is Sukharevskaya.
and one thing that's also cool is that once you have this announcement list in order, and you're at the right station, all you gotta do is hit I, and it automatically will jump to the next one. And you hit I again, and it continues going down the list. You don't have to go and hit the arrows every time. I also learned that. But if you do get off and you forget a station, that's where you have to go hit the arrows and get it back in sync. Wow, look at that up ahead. You can actually see the elevation changing. I was just actually not complaining, but thinking about how I can tell we're going up and down by how much power I gotta put down, but I can't see, any of the elevation changing. But right there, that was a good example of us going up and down a very steep incline. It was actually really cool to be able to see there. All right, we're coming up on Prospect Mira, I believe, and speed limit was actually pretty slow going through this little section. And on the brakes, can we get it stopped? There we go. That works for me.
Станция Проспект Мира. Переход на кольцевую линию.
This is Prospect Mira. Change here for line 5.
О подозрительных предметах сообщайте машинисту.
Okay, really quick, I found something cool that I wanted to show you guys. So if you hit enter on the keyboard, that allows you to stand up. Now you can get up and walk around freely to see everything as you want. You can actually go back here, open up the passenger compartment door, and you can go back and walk and say hey to all the passengers, make sure that they got what they need. And I love all the Christmas themed sweaters. I guess because it's Christmas time. You can walk around, explore the station as well. I wish I had found this much sooner. I've been, going around looking at a lot more stations, but we actually run around here and explore as you want and kind of free roam, which is really cool. I don't think the train will leave me. We'll have to see. But as you can see, very nicely designed train station or platforms. You can see there. I guess that's where we are right now. And you can see there's people standing here waiting for their next train. I'm not sure if another train is going to come through. I have not yet seen any AI trains, but I feel like they probably exist. I have to go and check and see if I can run up these stairs. I highly doubt that I can. Yep, you cannot. All right, that's what I thought. It kind of goes into nowhere. That's the end of the models. Then we can run back over to our train, hop in, and continue. Now, I don't think you can just, come in here and sit down or anything, can I? Nope, I can't come and sit down. So you do have to drive the train yourself. It's not going to go off and drive on its own. So, but yeah, very, very cool feature, allowing us to kind of explore the train a lot more freely and see some of these stations that they spent so much time designing here on Metro Simulator 2.
Станция Свиблово.
This is Sviblovo.
Осторожно, двери закрываются. Следующая станция Бабушкинская.
The next station is Babushkinskaya.
All right, we have our final 2 stations of our service today. And while we're approaching the next station, I'm going to give you a few of my thoughts on Metro Simulator 2 so far. And I have to say again, I love the announcements. I think they're incredible. It adds so much immersion to the gameplay. It really makes it really fun for me. I really enjoy that. The sounds of the game itself, they don't bother me. They could be more realistic, like the actual in-tunnel sound, that wind sound, all of that could be better, but hey, I'm not really complaining. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't take me away from what I'm doing. I do like the passengers. They're pretty funny and animated. They're pretty varied, which is pretty nice. Visually, graphics-wise, you can tell it's definitely a pretty simplified game. You shouldn't need a NASA computer or anything. It's not going to really be graphic intensive on your computer, which I think is great. I think it's good. I think a lot of people, what sucks with a lot of the newest modern games and simulators is that you just need to have a really strong computer or PC to run it. I don't know if this is going to be available on Xbox. I hope it is, but I'm not sure yet because it's in early access currently. But visually, it's good enough. It's not horrible. You know what I mean? Going through the tunnels was a very smooth experience, and this doesn't look bad. It's actually pretty easy to pick up. At the beginning of this video, I knew nothing about Russian trains. I honestly, still feel like I know nothing about Russian trains, and yet I'm able to go through this entire timetable successfully and actually have fun doing it. So the tutorials do a great job of teaching you what you need to know. Oh wow, look at this station. Second track on the other side. It's my first time seeing a station with tracks, visual tracks on both sides of the station. That's pretty cool. But yeah, so they do a great job of teaching you how to play the game and get through it so that you can have fun with it. I do like that. Let's go and get stopped here. I'm getting good at this.
Станция Бабушкинская.
Babushkinskaya.
This is Babushkinskaya.
I open doors. E, F. That's it. Yeah, love the variations of passengers. Very cool. Listen to the sound back here as well.
Осторожно, двери закрываются. Следующая станция Медведково.
The next station is Medvedkovo.
Very cool. All right, so we are good to go. Once you lock the doors, you can start rolling up. You don't have to wait very long. All right, last and final stop of the evening. It is 4 o'clock. We're about 10 minutes late because of the tutorial. That's all right. But yeah, honestly, so far I've enjoyed playing it. I like the game. I will say though, am I gonna play it again? I don't know. Maybe from time to time, rarely. But it's just not really my taste when it comes to train simulators. But I know there's a lot of people out there who absolutely love and want to play a subway simulator, to play a metro simulator like this. And I think you guys are gonna really enjoy this game. I think they did a great job of executing it. I love the the depth they've gone through on the screens. Now I don't understand what any of this stuff says, but it does change based on what I'm doing with the train. So I don't know what it's saying, but like if I apply power or release power or apply brakes, I am noticing that the red lines are changing there. So something, it's telling me something. What it's saying, I don't know. But I do see there is some depth there. Again, I love the timetable sheet here on the left, as well as the mirror camera. It's a very nice touch. It's very sensitive on speed limits, so you have to be really careful with that, but it's very easy to reset it by hitting Z and just keep on moving, keep going. But yeah, so far, just of me recording this video, I've been enjoying it. It is correct. It is going to take us about 65 minutes to complete this entire scenario. And that's about exactly what I've done so far. I'm not sure how far this final station is, but it's going to be about 60 to 65 minutes it took me to complete this entire run. Now the stations themselves are obviously, they're each very different and unique, and they're also spaced out differently. So obviously how they are in real life, it's going to give some bit of braking. 60 kilometers is the next speed limit. But yeah, so based on how far these cities and stations are from each other, that's how long it actually takes. So you can see now it takes a little bit longer for us to get to this station than it took us to get to the last station. So but yeah, it's pretty good. I think people who like this style of gameplay, this style of train sim, are going to enjoy this. All right, coming up to our final and last station. Let's give some brakes. Yep, and there is the alarm again. We're overspeeding a little bit coming into the station, but look at this. Very, very different design of this station. Very cool looking walls. Very, very nice. Now there are also, I think, about 4 scenarios so far in this game, and they involve like getting to the end of the line, turning the train around, setting it up, and getting it going, stuff like that. So if you're into that kind of thing, I think you'll enjoy it. You could also create your own, not scenario, but you can kind of like go through and set your own route. So hit I again.
Станция Медведково. Конечная. Поезд дальше не идет. Пожалуйста, выйдите из вагона.
This is Medvedkovo. This train terminates here.
О подозрительных предметах сообщайте машинисту. Пассажирам запрещено находиться в поезде, который следует в тупик. За это предусмотрена административная ответственность согласно законодательству Российской Федерации.
There it is. Congratulations, you finished the route. Now you need to leave the train at the dead end. Close the doors, right-click on the traffic light ahead, and choose to track 4 towards the dead end in the routing window in the top hand corner. Okay. And then go over here and right-click. Oh, wow, look at that. To first track to a dead end, third track to dead end, fourth track to dead end. Alright, we're just going to move ahead. Have a white signal. Hopefully that's what I'm supposed to do here. And I'm going to move up to the left. And that's going to move over and terminate us. I've always wondered what happened to metro lines and subway trains when they get to the end of the route. I know that they usually have some type of way to turn around, and usually there's a cab on both ends. When driving to a dead end, hold the vigilance button U. It's necessary because there is no traffic light frequency here. Alright, and that should be good right there. There's a platform there for us as well. Get the train ready to turn around. To do this, go to the opposite cabin. First of all, move the reversal switch to the neutral position. It's mandatory because otherwise you won't be able to move the reversal switch on the other cabin. Alright, so I think the reversal is down here, isn't it? Alright, to switch cabins, press N. Okay, this is a quick switch. There we go, now we're on the other end. Now turn on the batteries by pressing the B key. or going back here. I'd rather click it myself. There we go. And set the reverser in forward, or you can hit left control. So I'm gonna do that. There we go. Set the Novi whatever southern terminal station of line 6 as the terminal. Escape. Oh, here, right here. Route selection. And Novo. Click it again. And then I guess this screen shows us the gap between the stations. I'll just hit accept. Great. To finish the scenario, drive to the platform. The railroad switches are already set for you. All right, cool. So I guess we'll just go ahead and move ahead. So here we go. And we see now on the left, we have another new timeline. Now I kind of wonder, can I do this one if I wanted to? There's a lot more stations on this one too. And I believe currently only line 6 is available, but as you saw on the map at the beginning of the stream, or the video, there's a lot of lines out here. I wonder if they're gonna be adding those later on. We got people waiting. That was a pretty quick turnaround. Went to the end of the line, switched the computer up, new destination board and all that, and we're right back here at the station to pick up the next set of. Look at those shades! Oh my god! There he is again. And success! You finished the scenario. Continue. All right, well guys, that's it. That's Metro Simulator 2. I told you my thoughts. Let me know yours. What do you think? Have you tried it? Are you gonna get it? Are you on the fence? Is this something you're into? Something you're interested in? Would you like to see more? All those are great questions, but let me know in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going there. Until next time, remember you have 3 choices. Give up, give in, and give it all you got. Big thank you to Kishmish Studios for sending this out to me. I want to say I appreciate that very much. And until next time, remember you have 3 choices. Give up, give in, give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. I'll see you guys next time. Next video. I'm out.